Namaste! Grand Rising, Big Cat. Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. Come in! Come on! I've got intel. Recon is afoot. Yes, darling dears. They got a reading on you, and we're gonna see exactly what they was told. Just giving it a moment for the big cats to assemble. Cat, come in. Greetings to one and all. Grand Rising. Get your seat, darling dear. Where's your mocha? Where's my mocha? O'Shea! O'Shea? Shay! What's going on, slow-moving progenies? Give me a moment. O'Shea? Shay! You heard me the first time. Did you hear me the first time? I called you 5 times. Can you make me a coffee, please? Ah. Now I've got a belligerent progeny, like I don't control the finances, the light, the gas, listen, don't let me cut off everything because I'll put them all in the dark ages. Anyway, Jim, tell them, Big Cat, because I knew you won't tell them. Anyhow, like I was saying, Big Cat, before I interrupted myself, they got a reading on you, darling dears. And we are about to what? Be on the case of Wagwan. What did they find out? Why are they at hockey sticks at dawn? What's going on? The planetary energies are. We have the moon, the skullduggerous moon, darling dear, in Gemini, no less. The 3rd house of short trips, darling dears. Yes, a short trip right down a dark path, possibly for them, darling dear. It's also the house of communication. I told you they found out something about you, darling dear, as well as what? It's the house of siblings. So it could have been a sibling, it could have been someone you was neighborly with, darling dear. Yeah. The 3rd house, darling dear, is ruled by Mercury. They found out that you've got a rational mind. Yes. They found out this and that. Not only that, Gemini is the 3rd house, Mercury is the 3rd planet. So let's get into the numerology of it all, darling dear. They found out that you are extremely creative, right? You're communicative, you're artistic, and you're sensitive, but not around them, darling dear. The energy of the 3 also speaks about groups. They're finding out that you're socializing more, darling dear. Maybe you're expressing yourself with authority. They didn't like it. Well, they better learn to lump it. 3 also, in numerology, Mercury is also what represented, or the number 5 is very important. So let's have a quick look at the 5. It speaks about the constructive freedom that you've created for yourself. It also speaks about the change that you brought in. Why? Because you're versatile. Why? Because you're a big cat. You're dexterous and you're prototype of your lineage. What's wrong with them? They're going, listen, they get in tower moment after tower moment. But I digressed again, darling dear. Let's go back into the planetary energies. The skullduggerous moon is in Gemini, darling dears. Mental energy will be surging around you. You're going to be coming up with what? Lots of ideas and plans within plans. You may want to keep yourself busy and focus on what you can get started today, darling dears. Focus on getting great, not on the scumbags and scuzz buckets that are going through adverse effects since they got that reading on you. They shouldn't have been what? Looking with the lurking eyes. What's the matter with them? Let's carry on. Spying on you, big cat. Let's spy on them. Look at this. We have Uranus, This is the represented by the Hierophant in Tarot, the God card, darling dear. On its face, this person or people that was spying on you, they're lustful, darling dears, lustful, wanton hussies and harlots and bottom feeding scumbags, right? So they've got some kind of what they've got a passion for you, darling dear, a passion to see you go down, Bobby Brown. It also speaks about violence that they possibly brought against you when they came up close and personal. Yes, baby, they've also been violent with the injustices they've been perpetrating against you, darling dears. They don't come with a rational mind. They have a filthy mind, darling dear. A filthy mind. Bad mind, I kill out them quatty. You heard the bell, darling dear, because I speaks the truth, Roof. All right. What else can this Uraz rune tell us? It speaks about someone. It could have been a marriage. Maybe you've told him to get out, leave with the raccoons and the maid. Why? Because the raccoons and maid love trash, darling dear, trash. It also speaks about what? You created rebellion when you told them to what? Love and light. And you exited stage right or left. Well, you was confused. You zigzagged out the door, darling dears. They don't like it. They're running on their outdated system. They're trying to what? Use their words to what? Contradict what the cards told them when they got a reading on you. How can they contradict what was true, darling dear? They can't. They also heard that they was not meant to touch the anointed. Uraz in the listen, you can't beef with God. You can't beef with God's chosen ones. I told you, big cat, you are one of the 144,000 of your generation, darling dear, chosen to uplift and bring the light to those that wish to hear. Not for the feeble-minded, darling dears. You have to leave the simpletons where they are, as sheeple asleep. It's also a reminder that wisdom is for the wise, and they was not wise when they crossed you. Uraz is represented by the letters U and V for victory, darling dear. Victory, right? The number 20, 21, 22, and 23. This is someone who abused their power when they was around you. It's also what? Somebody's health is being affected at this moment in time. Darling dears, claim dominion over yourself. You have many what? Dark thoughts being directed at you. Nothing and no one can touch you unless you what? Leave your aura open. Claim dominion over yourself. Speak life into whatever health issue you have at this moment in time. Remember, it's from the dark thoughts of others being directed at you. Shields up, darling dear. Shields up. Isaiah 48:22. No rest for the wicked, darling dears. None. Right. Let's carry on. I'm gonna use the this is my favorite oracle deck. Thank you, son. I called you 5 times. The cats thought I was talking to us. He said he was sleeping. He's not allowed to sleep while I'm awake. Listen, I'll turn over the whole house. No, I'm joking. Anyway, yeah, got me coffee, darling. Yes, and I told you, I don't know how he gets this on the top of it, mate. He tried to tell me, he tried to force it into my ear chakras. I told him, stop telling me. It's your job until I die. I didn't want to know what you do in the kitchen. Not with my coffee, how you get it so creamy. Lurking with the loitering eyes, eh? It's paid their skrilla, right? Baby, I told you, they signed some kind of a contract, darling dear, with spirit. They tried to what? Get you on the bad foot, darling dear. Many of them tried to what? Get you into some kind of spell work, darling dears. Remember I told you that? They tried to touch the initiated and the anointed. What else? Oh, child. They know that you're dedicated, darling dears. Many of you do have altars, and it's a reminder from your ancestors to make sure that you have fresh fruit and water on your altar. Yes, baby. Make sure that you what? Buff it up to a bish and shine. You need all the protection you can get at this moment in time. Why? Because they're big mad. They didn't like what they heard and saw. They was hoping to hear that you was doing wickedness to get where you are. Well, you didn't. You didn't have to. Why? Because you was destined to bend the matrix and soak it to them, Scotty. Let's get some more intel. This is air energy, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. They know that you have what? The mind of a master, darling dear. Yes, baby. It also brings to mind what? The magician energy. It speaks about what? Being able to bend the matrix. And it also speaks about the direction in life. They see where you're going, darling dear. Everything you what? Conceived, believed, you shall achieve. They've already seen it, darling dear. This is why they're big mad. This is why they try to use a spell to lock you down. Well, guess what? There is going to be a habeas corpus on whomsoever did the reading. Yes, baby. And the person that paid the reader, they should never have done that. They tried to lock and bind you in some kind of health issue. Remember, I told you that. They set up a false altar in your name, big cat. Every principality will be what? Cleaved away, darling dear, by the Most High. Base of the deck. They even lit a candle in your name. Everything is coming out. Good God. They had no chill or pause factor. Oh, wow. Ace of the deck, darling dears. Your cup shall runneth over. For every wickedness they try to perpetrate against you, darling dear, Divine is going to gift you with a new beginning. This also cups is about your relationships, your emotions, darling dears, being able to manage your emotions. And the cups can also represent progeny, darling dears. Touch not the anointed or your progeny. Guess what? It's going to be boomerang season for them. How dare they? They have more front than Brighton Pier. Well, guess what? These what T-Rex arms with their trippy-talker ways are about to come up short for what they done, what spied on. Why are they spying on you? You couldn't give a good golly or a gosh. What happened to them? Those that were unwise in your presence, darling dears. Those that you had to say, fetch the black bags in the name of the Most High. I feel inclined to get a domino involved. You remember when I used to use my giant wooden ones? I told you I used to get the edges on my foot. I've still got them, but I'm afraid to use them. All right? Because my footwork is not as fancy as it used to be. Too busy climbing to higher heights, darling. You've got two of them. When you cast dominoes, just like the runes, you cast them from left to right. But we're going to go with the one on the right first. You've got the 3, the double energy of the Empress. We was just talking about the number 3, darling dears. Was we not just talking about it? It's about how you express yourself. The number 3 in tarot, as we know, is the Empress energy. Venus as well as what? Earth energy. You are stable. You are abundant. The energy of the 3 also speaks about Skrilla.com. Some of you are going to be receiving a large amount of money through your creativities, through your artistry, darling dears. Whatever line or field you're in, you're about to get a big comeback or a come up, darling dear. For every wickedness they try to form against you, darling dears, they seal their own fate, darling dears. They need to go and tell it to the wind. They wish they could blow out that candle they lit in your name. But guess what? Listen, God saw many things that they thought they was doing in silence. Now they're beefing with God. Oh, wow. That's their business, blood. We save no one but ourselves. The 3 goes to a 6. Lean in, big cat. The 6 speaks about what? They're about to lose some money in some form of investment. And it's going to be unavoidable, darling dears. Oh, child. You notice I almost lost my speech then? This person is a silver-tongued devil, and they're a liar, a lying liar, lying like a rug, darling dear. Told many lies in this reading, but everything was revealed. Whom the wicked really was. Yes, baby. You also have what? The energy of the 2 and the 6. The 2 is the High Priestess for secrets being revealed. The 6 is what? For contracts that was made against you, darling dears. I told you, it doesn't matter what they did in privacy with this reader as they tried to what? Lock and bind you in wickedness, darling dear. I told you, health issues. Yes, baby. It's going to be a what? A full-on return to sender. Why? Because you're going to jettison into your spiritual bath, darling dear, on Venus Friday. Energy that you're meant to know about, darling dear. Psalms 91, Psalms 51, Psalms 121, darling dear, as you lift your eyes to the hills, from whence will your help come? Your help will come from the Most High, darling dear, when you realize whom you are and the purpose you have on this Malkuth. They try to stop your greatness, right? The 6 and the 2 goes to an 8. They wanted to stop your bag. Well, guess what? The first rune that came out is saying that every curse they put against you, you're about to be blessed in a major way, darling dears. Yes, baby. Lean in, big cat. I've got so much more to tell you. It speaks about what? Good luck in all of your business matters. So guess what? Use the energy of the moon in Gemini, darling dears. Because it's going to be a surge of your mental energies. You're going to be getting a lot of what? Ideas, downloads of what? Plans within plans. Divine wants you to get yourself busy with what? Getting these plans, making them actualities, darling dears, working on them, because you're going to be blessed in that field. If it's something you've been working on for some time, right, you have to remember, if you'd have got it quickly, it would have built your ego. But because it's taken time, it's building your character. You are building what? A brand and longevity, darling dears. Remember, I told you that. They don't like the fact that you kept going like the ever-ready bunny. All of this and that. What else? Where's my deck? Let me get deck as I sip my mocha, because I told you, it's a jungle out there, big cat. And you have so many people casting wicked thoughts on you, trying to bring you down, right? Trying to make you second guess your gangster. Never you second guess yourself. What do you want me to do? Smack you around? I just did. Listen, this has never happened before, darling dears. You are being protected. Anytime a feather falls into your vision, darling dear, you are being protected by your ancestral teams. We also have what? A clear quartz crystal, darling dears, to dispel negative energies. If you have a clear quartz crystal, run it under cold water today and keep it close to your person, darling dears, because you are under spiritual attack, right? This came forward as well with Jupiter in the upright. Somebody's trying to expand some form of wickedness in your life, darling dear. But Jupiter is about your growth. It's about your luck, and it's about abundance. It also speaks about travel, darling dears. Some of you are traveling what? On a spiritual level. You are at what? Ascension's door. Jupiter also rules Sagittarius, the only weaponized zodiac sign. Don't you know? Pink is up, as well as Pisces of old, darling dears. Pisces, the 12th house of hidden enemies. It's also the house of what? Endings as well as beginning. Somebody wants you to be what? Brown bread. But Divine says you must live. What Divine wants you to use your progressive ideas, darling dears. Use your mental capacity to make your plans within plans, and what? Act on those plans. Get to it, darling dear, because you are being protected, you are being guided. This has never happened before when I've picked up my whip, darling dears. This came out to show you that you are being protected. Let's dive in, darling dears, and see. Oh, my eyes caught on this deck of cards. Every time I catch a deck, there's a message for you. What's this? Right? Look, I told you, because you're about to level up, darling dears. This is why they've what? Stepped up their game. This is why they were spying. Well, guess what? You need to what? Rip off the rose-colored glasses and think, oh, well, nobody can do me nothing. They can, darling dears, if you don't protect your aura and your energies. Claim dominion over yourself. You have to speak life into it, darling dears, that nothing can touch the anointed. Not when you are on your life's purpose, chosen as one of the light workers. To what? To do the work for the Most High. Remember, I told you that. They're about to get their rose-colored glasses ripped off, darling dears. In matter of fact, they did when they got the reading and saw your gangster was for the gods. Base of the deck, as I said, you're about to level up. What else? Tell us some more. Thank you. Continue to move in silencio, darling dears. Move in silence. Tell no one nothing. Look. It's a distorted, I nearly said divorce, Freudian slip meant to come out. A distorted feminine energy. So it's a Mitch bitch or a bitch Mitch. They know that you're always going to have steady growth when you keep your eyes on your plan, because you didn't fight with them, darling dears. You didn't have a paw in the fight. None. You're a big cat, darling dear. Too busy getting your paws on getting great. What else do we need to know before we press on with the read? Thank you. They was always a predator in your life, and they saw you as the prey, darling dears. This is why they tried to push you around in the spirit world. Mars energy, it speaks about you being forceful, darling dears. Mars rules Aries. It's about, they try to attack your persona, your character, your drive, darling dears. And in some cases, your sex drive. They didn't know that you was prepared to go gangster and be celibate all the way, darling dears. They attacked everything. They took it for sport, darling dears, being in secret competition and going to a reader that was prepared to try and use what? Magic on you, darling dears. Well, guess what? The habeas corpus is on them. Why? Because you don't fight for the dark, darling dears. You are a soldier for the light. How dare they? Right? What's this? All because they've got the hooded eyes of the unrequited love. Listen, they cry me a river. Let that badger go. Stay with them. Predator or prey, Split the deck. Nothing more from this deck, and look, it's closed. Catfish. They never showed you their true persona, darling dears. And when you found out who they were, right? When you really realized that you can't go on because one of you was going to prison, jail, or the graveyard, right? When you ripped off their mask and realized whom they were, you was what? Exit stage right, stage left, darling. Did you zigzag out of that bitch? They've got the unrequited love, darling dears. They know that they will never get a love like you back. This is why they was doing the readings. They watched your steady growth, darling dears. They watched you what? Move in silence. They're seeing you level up, darling dears. They're seeing you get your gangster back, right? As you ripped off the rose-colored glasses of this distorted Mitch bitch or bitch Mitch. Right, let's get another deck and dive right in. We're going to lead with, where's my gold deck? I haven't used that in a while. Let me get the gold deck, guys. Hold on. Got it. Put these ones back. Base of the deck, darling. Because you don't want their rusty cup of opium, darling. They're Four of Cups. This is somebody who's, what, disappointed, disillusioned by the life they've created for themselves and feeling like a whole dumb ass. And a dickhead. Don't even let me go with the dummy bat. Yeah. What else did they find out about you when they got this reading? What else did they find out about the big cat? That you got it like that, darling dear. You are controlling everything. Your mental health is on the up and up. You realized your mental health is your wealth. You realized that you didn't need to be in their world, darling dears, in order to what? Bend the matrix. This is about you controlling your finances, getting your finances back on track. This is a new home. This is a new career. This is you being an entrepreneur. Whatever you did, darling dear, they understood that you are running things in your field. And they don't like it. They also know that you're not coming back. They know that you've washed your face like David. They wanted you to be in fear, darling dears. They thought they had one-upmanship, darling dears. They enlisted many to spy out. Look, Five of Swords. They wanted you to be crying like this in fear, right? They thought that they had all of the cards, that they'd broken you beyond repair, darling dears. And they enlisted many to see if you was broken. They didn't realize that you was washing your face like David and praying. What's the matter with them? This has gone from 4 to 5, darling dear. Divine timing and divine order. No! Look where they get their answers from. The devil himself. This person is a codependent trick, darling dear. Somebody who's bound by the sex. Somebody who is a Jezebel spirit, darling dear. And they have to remember, when they was trying to cast all of this magic and wickedness on you, darling dears, they should have dug a deeper grave. Touch not the anointed. Capricorn energy in the upright, darling dear. This person has got the unrequited love. But this is the codependent love. This is the type of love that will break someone down from the inside out. Why? They lead with the low self-esteem, darling dears. They want any contract of love that you have coming towards you to be one of wickedness. They want someone to be violent in your life, darling dear, the way they was to you. Wow. Oh, wow, big cat. Clarify the Gemini, the lover's energy, darling dears. Let's clarify it. King of Wands, what did I say? Lurking with the loitering eyes, looking back into the past with the unrequited love, the hooded eye of unrequited love, darling dears. They see that you will make the right contracts. The Lovers card also speaks about the right choices that you've been making. The best choice was when you left this obsessively jealous person. You were sleeping with the enemy. We saw the cards, darling dears. They've seen you what? Regain control of your life. All of this they were told. They was told this and that. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. What else was they told? That loyalty is on the way for you. If this is not you, darling dear, because the King of Cups is about mastering your emotions, not being able to be pulled about like taffy. This also speaks about your mental health and your emotions. They go hand in hand, darling dears. Yes, baby. The King of Pentacles is somebody who is what? Set. Had what? Game, set, and match, darling dears. It also speaks about what you are unmatched at this moment in time. They also looking to see whether or not you've got a loyal partner around you. This was the main reason. They wanted you to get somebody again just like them. That'd bring nothing but what? Subterfuge and bull swanky your way. They wanted you to have a Zemblenic life. But you made the right choice when you cut that contract with the devil's most diligent worker. And now they realize the reading told them that they was the effed up one all along. What did I say? Can't make it up. Page of Swords. And they're still watching you. They're watching you to see, number one, to see if you've got a loyal partner. They're watching you master your emotions, darling dears. They know that you're not afraid to tell them like it is if they dare approach you, darling dears. Tell them to go back to their what? Crevice of the devil's balls, darling dears, at 911 Freddy Krueger Mud Hut, 2 streets over from the loser lane, in the district of the damned. What else did they find out? They wanted you to be in fear, but you washed your face like David. What did they want you to do? What was the biggest fear they want? Oh, that's a lot of cards, darling dears. I'll take this one. Where your next Pentacale was coming from, darling dear. They wanted you to be brock pocketers. Buddy, have you got a dime? They're in fear of, like I said, the Ace of Pentacles is also a ring-bearing card, darling dears. A contract. They didn't want you to have any new beginnings. They wanted you to live with that big F in your life. What's that? I told you, big cat. Fear. 144 in the chat. Touch not the anointed. Fist bump. Glad you could pop in, darling dears. And the synchronicity of it all, Ojadai. You said it as I called it. I'm telling you, things is running well for you. You're going to have, for every kind of wickedness they try to put in you, Divine is about to gift you with something to celebrate. This is a new beginning, darling dears, because you chose to wash your face of that situation. They don't like the fact that you have what? New contracts, new beginnings. And Skrilla.com, money coming towards you. Feminine energy, right? They're going to see you celebrating your feminine side or celebrating with females, darling dears. Yeah, you was the karma for them. This is the ending of a marriage, right? Leaving of a job. If this was a co-worker that wished that wickedness on you, they had what? Secret love for you, darling dears, whether they was male or female. They wanted what you got. They saw your what? Your shiznai, and they felt that it was good. Well, guess what? They can't have you. 9 of Cups, darling dears. This goes to what? 9 of Cups on the karma card, darling dear. You are definitely the karma for them. They're watching you and they're spying to see if you would fail. This is why they did the reading. And look what they saw. Fate, destiny, and good luck shall follow you. Only goodness and mercy is following you all the days of your life, darling dear. Why? Because you dwell in the house of the Most High, Father God, Mother Isis. What's wrong with them? Right? Let them watch, spy, and say whatever they want, right? They also learned, right, that you was the loyalist thing in their life. They learned that you are highly intuitive, darling dears. They learned that you had discernment and you understood that how wicked they were. And nothing would ever go good unless you turned your back on them. What's this? It's the truth roof. Pinkies up. Told you, new beginnings. Ace of Swords, new beginnings in clarity. You speak your truth, and it's also about how you communicate, darling dears. If you're communicating with this person or people still, right, know that they was never your friend. They are a frenemy, right? They hate your guts. They hate your eyelashes. They hate the way your nostrils flutter as you breathe in the air that's currently free at the moment. But we don't know what the future holds. They're charging us up the Watusi for everything, darling dears. For everything. They, them, and This person was a faithless friend, darling dear. They was happy when bad things was happening to you, but you didn't realize that it's because of the energy that they was in, you was getting their karma. When you turned your back on them, right, and made the right choice, darling dear, let's see what happened. What did they find out, especially about you when you turned your back? All you do is win, darling dear. All you do is win. They don't like it. That's 2 6s on the tableau, darling dear. I need to take a breath. Good golly and gosh. The 2 6s speaks about what? You in service to the Most High. This is why you have joy in your life. I told you many times, Big Cat. You are in for the what? The long haul. It's about the endurance. You're living in what? A tortoise kind of a life. Yes, the hare thought they was going to win the race, but the tortoise did the due diligence and took their time, one step at a time. This is why, if you have a business, if you're studying, whatever your forte is, wherever you're guided to, darling dears, divine is going to make you work harder than the rest. Why? Your character must be built, darling dear, not your ego. All you do is win, Big Cat. This goes to 7 of Wands, and they can't come back, this person that's looking into the past. They're remembering how you used to be a thumber in your life, in their life. What about you being a thumber in their life? Tell us, because we wants to know, captive audience and all that. What's this? Listen. You came with the 11-11 fade. I told you, you was the blessing in their life. Now they're seeing what they fumbled and lost, darling dear. A whole 11-11 fade. You was a mutual mind working for greatness, darling dears. You celebrated around them. And it got to the point where you couldn't even celebrate your joy in their presence. And that's the truth. Ace of Wands, darling dears. All of this Wands energy. This person was impulsive, impetuous, and now they're missing. Looking back into the past, King of Wands. Yeah. At the hard work that you put in their favor, right? They're looking, now they, listen, the reading that they got told them about the hard work and efforts you put in, and all they gave you was shade, moon energy, right? And that's the true proof. These 2 aces are in juxtaposed, darling dears. You've got 3 aces on the tableau at this moment in time, as a matter of fact. And what does that say? Lucky breaks and good news that's coming towards you, darling dear. More good news, darling dears. Listen, if they was crying into their fists before, they're practically distraught. This distorted bottom feeder, your ancestors don't play. They know that you're protected, and they was warned by your ancestral team to touch not the anointed, to stop spying on you and to leave you alone. They was warned. But did they? No, they didn't, darling dear. This is why they can't eat and they can't sleep. They've got the spirit of depression on them, as well as what? The unrequited love. 174 in the chat. Please hit the thumbs up button, because some other cat needs to know what's going on, big cats. What's this? This emotional drainer, King of Wands, darling dears. Yes, they love the attention of others. They did love the attention of others. They liked all the attention they was getting, right? But now they're not getting the same level of attention as before. They're feeling stuck, darling dears. Now they want to work with you because the reading that they got. The reading told them, all you do is win. The reading told them, you came with the 11-11 fade. This goes to 10 of Wands, and you've dropped them like a hot potato or potato. Yeah. And they've been warned to take their what? Their wickedness off of you. Negative energy, moon energy, darling dears, spell castation. They try to lock and bind you in what? Ill health, darling dear, and confusion. They lit candles in your name, darling dear. Imagine that. Let's get some more information on what's going on. What's this? They want to come through and tell you that they're sorry. Listen, Linda, listen. No, blood. Page of Cups is a liar. Page of Cups is immature emotions, darling dears. What else has happened since they got the reading on you, darling dear? Whomsoever they was lying to and taking all of your intel to, darling dears, it's falling on deaf ears. We already saw the 6 of Wands. We already saw the 4 of Wands, because all you've been doing since you left their hemisphere is win, right? What's this? What did I say? The spell cast station that they used to try and lock you and bind you, darling dears. Whomsoever did that reading, they assured this person that they'd be able to lock you back up in wickedness for you to fail. Listen, what they wish for you, darling dear, they're living amongst it. They're in emotional turmoil. Didn't I say the unrequited love? This is drama and trauma, right? They shouldn't have bothered you, because they will not get any healing. Touch not the anointed. I can't make it up, right? Who was they talking to? Bottom feeders just like them, the crummers from Crumtown. Talking on your fate and your destiny. This procrastinator that is still spying and realizing what? That more they look at what you've got going on, the more heartbreak they're going to get, darling dear. Their heart chakra is getting a work out. Remember, I told you that. King of Swords, this is a narcissist, darling dear. They went to this spell casting reader, darling dears, right? Told them lies to get information on you, right? Told them lies to cast spells on you, darling dears. And now all of them are getting it. They're all getting it. The same drama and trauma they was trying to what? Find out that was going on in your life, and the inogoso, right? Listen, I told you they tried to put ill health on you, darling dears. Protect yourself. Claim dominion over your energy. How dare they? What did I say? They tried to manipulate the situation, manipulate your path, the path of righteousness. Oh, hell no. They tried to what? Stop your glow up and your flow, darling dear. Wheel of Fortune, when the fate, destiny, and good luck is on your side. Oh, how now, brown cow. Queen of Swords in the reverse, darling dears. This is how they wanted you to be, bitter and twisted and focused on them. Oh, no. You come as the karma for them, darling dears. You are their karma. Remember, I told you that. The Justice card is also what? Libra energy, the house of partnerships. When you rescinded that partnership, that friendship, you unco-worked that co-worker. Whenever you left that situation, darling dear, they didn't realize that the blessings left with you. You was their blessing, and now you are their karma. Why? They tried to spell cast on you, darling dears, to break a big cat down. Look, I told you, they wanted to affect your health, your mental health, your physical health. They wanted you at the doctors getting the biggest injections of them all, darling dears. This person that realizes that they have no opportunities to come back to you under any circumstances. That's what the reading told, is that you will never take them back. Not for all the tea in China. Oh, hell no, this passive-aggressive marauder. No way. And they're upset. They're very upset. Page of Wands, darling dears. They're going to see that the spell casting, the plans they had for you, they're working on them, darling dear. Return to sender. How dare they? Outrageous. And they spent money for it, darling dear. Money that they didn't have. Why? Because they're jealous, envious, and hateful. Hateful, right? And look, they will be on the same knife edge where they wanted to put you, darling dears. This is why you mustn't wish badness on people. You don't know what and whom is caping for them in the spiritual world. You were sent to break generational karma. You were sent to break the mold for your ancestors, your progeny if you have them. Darling dears, you were sent to be the light. How dare they? And look where they are, getting everything that they wanted for you in the spiritual realm. Nothing like being on the docket. On the docket. In Keitha, getting that spiritual kick in the nutsack. They are seeing that you pea glitter, shit cupcakes and fart rainbows. What's the matter with them? And that's the truth roof. Pinkies up. Oh, child. Now they are stuck, darling dear. And they know that it's all of what they did to you. This is all air energy, darling dears. Words were spoken to try and bring you down, darling dears. They know that they should never have done that. Why? Their life has been in more drama and turmoil since they got that reading. reading on you, tried that spell castation, and I'm telling you, the fallout is that blade, the blade of truth, darling dears, is on everyone that was involved. They paid money for this shit. They paid money for it, darling dears, when they should have been. And in some cases, you've got progeny with this person. Money they should have given you to your progeny, they was using it to get readings on you, darling dears. They know this. They're not happy, blood. They're not happy, and they're getting it. They're getting that spiritual kick in the nutsack, the dummy bat. What's the matter with them? Hold your gangster, big cat. Let's get another deck. Let me sip my mocha and lubricate my larynx, because I can't listen. It beggars beyond belief. I'm nearly getting mad. I feel like I want fisticuffs, but we don't fight. We don't tussle and we don't tongue wrestle. We take the knee and we pray for protection and strength. And not only that, darling dear, your words, your own words are spells. Claim dominion over yourself. Return to sender. You do not what? You do not contest, right? Or you do not confirm any negative energies over your life. Any eye that is spying on you, let that eye be blinded in the name of the Most High. Their spiritual eye. You're not wishing badness on them, darling dear. Let them only see greatness in your life. That alone will blind them. It'll be a stone to their eye chakra and a knife to that black space they dare call a heart. How dare they spend money, especially money if you've got progeny with them. They should have given you to your progeny. They spent it on a spell casting reader. Oh my gosh, now I've gone past the perspiration. I'm sweating, big cat, I'm sweating. And there's no one to calm me down. Let's get another deck. I'm going to go straight for the Kipper and see what Kipper has to say about this melee. Got this reading, darling dear. Saw things that they didn't like, right? The same one that broke a union, some kind of covenant with you. It could have been the covenant of friendship, marriage, sibling, whomsoever this person was. They wanted your health to be affected, darling dears. What's this? What did I say? Return to sender, darling dears. Some of them wanted you in the coffin, darling dear, so they could come to your funeral and sing Amazing Grace in a full falsetto with no tears on their face, right? Look at this toxic trick. I told you. Return to sender. A Mitch bitch or a bitch Mitch. Final cards. This is the God card in Kipper, darling dears. Divine has your back, front, and side. You will see them fall to your left. You will see them fall to your right, darling dears. But you are meant and built for this shiznai. Let no one take your power or your light. Claim dominion and call the Most High. Psalms 91:1. Fall back in faith. Covered in Ephesians 6:13. The whole armor of God, darling dears. They can't do what they wanted to do because they was upset to see that all you do is win, big cat. Base of the deck. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Remember, I told you that. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, toddle over to my Patreon. Take the hop, skip, and jump to my TikTok where I upload daily videos. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Remember, big cat, it's a jungle out there, but in the jungle, the big cat sleeps at night. In your village, the peaceful village, the big cat sleeps at night. Continue to walk in the light and the righteousness because you have an anointing on your life, darling dears. And they should not, I repeat, should not have done what they did. How dare they read on you? Big cat wave! Until we meet again on these tarot streets. Cat, 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 cat. This is spiritual warfare, darling dears. Call your ancestors, your security.